Hello everyone, in this video I'd like to take a quick look at masks in Photoshop. So you've seen me before grab the flower and do a layer, new layer, via copy, and get just the flower by itself. But what if I'm not sure if I want just the flower, and I might want to bring back the rest of the photo? And there's other different ways that you'll kind of figure out as you get moving. One thing though you can do is mask what you don't want. So if I select my flower here, and then I click on this little mask, notice that it masked out everything but the flower. So I always think of the mask as like when you were in kindergarten and you took a white paper plate and you made a mask with that white paper plate. When you cut out, you could see below it. What was white was the actual mask. So what's white is the actual flower or the paper plate, and then what's black is cut out and what you can see below it. So if I added a layer below this and I gave that layer a fill of just pink here, I'll just do control backspace to get pink, you can see the black shows what's below the flower. Or if it was a black eye, you would see what's below the mask, like your eye. So if I take black paint and I take a paintbrush and I make sure that I'm on the actual mask here, and I were to paint some black paint in here, you're basically now seeing through the flower into the background below it. Let's give this background a little something else to make it a little bit easier to tell. Let's give it a gradient fill. So let's say I fill this background with gradient. Now you can see that I can see through it wherever it's black. Wherever it's white, I wouldn't be able to see through it. So if I change my paintbrush color, whoops, sorry about that, to white, and I go back to my paintbrush, and oops, can't paint on the layer, sorry about that, Control Z, got to paint on the mask, so I've got to make sure I've got my mask selected. You can see the little white handles around here. So if I paint white, switch it to white, on my mask, I'm going to be able to see through to what's below it. In this case, the actual flower. Or basically the rest of the picture comes back. So the rest of the picture, or the white paper plate, comes back. If I cut a hole in the white paper plate with black, then I would see what would be underneath it, like your face, but in this case it's a gradient layer. So that's basically how you use a mask. We're going to learn more about masks when we start doing layer adjustments. That's when masks become a lot more fun. But black and white, either cutting out in black or white is the paper plate.